Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Obviously, my first live show since my return on obviously Saturday. But in today's episode, of course, we are here, as you can see from the title, we are here to make our predictions for the upcoming League One matches this weekend, of course. Joining me once again is Alfie. We'll get him in a minute. And it's great to have him back on the channel. It's great to start collaborating with him again. Make sure you go and show him some support. All the links to his socials are in the description. You know who he is anyway by now, guys, so make sure you go and show him some support. But yes, let's get him in, and hope you're all doing well, by the way, whoever's tuning in. Sorry, a bit of a technical glitch, unfortunately. Sorry about that. We're back. But yes, let's get Alfie in there and let's get going with the show, guys. But you're all doing well on this Wednesday afternoon, of course.
Hello, mate.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad, mate, thanks.
How have you been since we last spoke? Obviously, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Annoyed because our game got rescheduled.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to come as well now, with it being it's a couple of weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 25th.
Yeah, so just a nightmare, isn't it? But I think I expected it anyway, because obviously your last international break, when we were doing the international break last time, your game got called off anyway, so I think it was expected. So, but yeah, good to have you on, mate. Anyway, but please do make sure you do drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, and also get involved by giving us your score predictions in the chat throughout today's show. Or if you're watching it on playback, you can comment your predictions down below in the comments. Love for you to all get involved. And yeah, big up and thank you for everyone that's supporting me, of course. It's been great since returning this past couple of days. The support I've received has been much appreciated, guys. So thank you very much, everyone out there. But yes, let's go to the comments before we do get into the show. Hello to Suna. Hello. Greetings, my French friend, of course. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you as well, mate. Hope you're doing well, mate. Apart from the football, of course. Hope you're keeping well. Aiden's says, hello, lads. Hope you're both okay. Big up, Aiden. Yes, good to see you, Aiden. Hope you're doing well. Apart from the football, we're all right, I guess. We're both in the same position right now. And yes, big up. Thank you for that. If you can show some support by liking, subscribing to both of our channels. Of course, Alfie's got his own channel. And yes, so go and show support to both our channels, guys. Obviously, yeah, we appreciate it. And George is in as well. He says hi to you both. Hope you're okay, both okay. Glad to see you. Right, big up, George. How are you doing? Good to see you as well, mate. Yes, we are here to discuss obviously the prediction for this weekend, which is some interesting fixtures. But obviously, what we usually do is we usually use the kind of recap on the results. We're not going to do that this week because we've been away for a couple of weeks anyway. So we're just going to kind of check in on both our clubs, obviously at the moment, both in similar situations, really. A mess, underperforming, and yeah, a lot of discontent within both our fan bases right now. But look, obviously, Alfie Luton have obviously acted on those poor results that they've had this season so far by obviously sacking Matt Bloomfield and obviously bringing in Jack Wilshere. Obviously, a very familiar name in his playing days, but obviously failing you to management, of course. Well, look, Alfie, what did you make of the kind of Matt Bloomfield sacking? You kind of had enough of him as well, and that you thought it was the right time, and obviously, yeah. What was your thoughts when you kind of heard the news, and did you expect it really?
I mean, honestly, I didn't really think he should have gone until maybe a little bit later. But it is what it is. It's football. It's how the cookie crumbles, really. Jack Wilshere obviously managed at Norwich, and was it Arsenal under 21s at Orleans a couple of years ago. But yeah, Matt Bloomfield was, I don't know how to put it, but respectfully, he just didn't do the job correctly. Obviously, he was doing it at Wickham here, so it might be down to the players and what he had, but it is what it is. It's football, like I said, and yeah, I'm happy to see Wilshire's in and see what he can do.
Yeah, obviously Jack Wilshere now in charge. Obviously, he took his first game, obviously against Mansfield. Obviously, I'm not going to judge him too much on that because he's only just come in. But are you happy with Jack Wilshere then? Do you think it was the correct appointment, or would you have gone for somebody else? So, what are your thoughts overall on the Jack Wilshere appointment?
I think regardless of who it was, that match we had against Mansfield on the weekend, they'd finally see what they had to work with. And I think Jack will have a very rough time because we are honestly we've got one of, if not the most highest wages and squad value in the league. I think we're at 41 million now. And to look back at that a couple of years ago and say we've got a squad depth of that, we'd be laughing. But I think it will take time. I said maybe not until halfway through November we get a result. But yeah, I think it's a good appointment, but let's just see how it goes because football can just change in a single minute.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, for me, obviously, yeah. I mean, think like you say, it's a results-based business. Bloomfield weren't getting the results, unfortunately, and he got sacked. I wasn't really surprised, to be honest with you. I felt like it was coming. Obviously, you're sitting where you are on the table as well. Just not acceptable. Yeah, the players have some to blame, but I just think that the manager seemingly had maybe lost the dressing room, lost a lot of the fans as well, and yet it was never going to turn around with him in charge. But yeah, look, obviously in terms of Jack Wilshere, yeah, obviously it's really interesting to see how it pans out with him. I think it is kind of an exciting appointment in a way because you know what I mean he's with a great playing career, of course, but like I know you said he had a few jobs, obviously, but he's relatively inexperienced, really. Let's be honest. But I think he could be somebody that galvanises a squad. But time will tell on that one. But you know, can he string those couple? I think if you get a couple of results, that'll really start to kickstart you. I think, but or even one result to be fair. But I mean, just like if a few results follow from that first result, if you can get a win, I think that will really help you. But at the moment, everything seems to be going against you at the moment. You know, if you look at the weekend as well, you know, getting that penalty and missing the penalty. If you was on the upward trajectory, you would have scored that, but nothing seems to be going right. So it is difficult for you guys, but hopefully you can turn it around, and hopefully Jack Wilshere does well for you as well. So yes, that's my thoughts on Luton. It says, mate, well done for speaking out against the situation at the football club. How did you? Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I was shocked to wake up yesterday morning with that message from the owner, to be honest with you. I'm not going to get into it, you know. I was actually going to do a video about that and react to it, but maybe that's a bit childish. But maybe he's just childish as well. But look, I'll never stop speaking what I think, whether I get criticism from the owner or not. I support this football club. I don't support the owner. I support the football club.
Wait, the owner spoke about you.
The owner message because the owner follows me on social media, and because he does obviously watch my channel sometimes. He didn't particularly like the tone of my video that I did a couple of days. Was it yesterday or was it the day before? No, it was 2 days ago, where I called out the club completely, how this owner is running this club, and yeah, he had to go at me and call me
Fair
out.
play to you. Fair play to you. I did the exact same.
So I'm
I
sorry.
did the exact same. Well done.
I'm sorry, I didn't do anything wrong. I was just saying what I thought.
Speaking your opinion, yeah.
So, and this is the fans club. Owners, players, managers come and go. this is the fans are what make the club what it is. So I have every right to voice my concerns. The thing is, this owner doesn't like criticism. When he gets criticism, he starts branding people negative and calling people names. That's what he does on social media. This is who this guy is. This is who we're dealing with. But yeah, appreciate that, mate. Never stop saying what I think. Yeah, league ran out. Yeah, I mean, which kind of stems into what I'm going to talk about now with us. Obviously, I want to get your thoughts on this, Alfie, as well, about what's happening with our club as well before we move on to the predictions. But look, obviously, yeah, a lot of unrest amongst the fan base at the moment here. It's all gone very sour, very toxic. This so-called manager in Lee Grant, who is completely out of his depth, pretty obvious, awful football on show, poor team selection and game management, non-existent, very, very poor decision making, isn't prepared to change, learn his lessons, and have dropped now to 8th in the table, 5 points off a playoff place. I think after last Thursday night, I think the way the fan base has completely turned after that game, you could feel it. That game was the final straw for many people in this fan base. We've had enough. And it's simply not good enough. Unfortunately, though, we have an owner, like I said, who is too stubborn and only changes things, guys, when it's far too late because he thinks he's right and everybody else is wrong. Another bad managerial choice to add to the list of this utter chaos and circus since this owner has come in. It's been an absolute disgrace what has happened. But yeah, Alfie, I mean, what are your thoughts as an outsider on what's going on at Huddersfield at the moment?
Honestly, I was texting you actually for the Bolton game, wasn't I?
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
texting you saying on paper that they are one of the worst teams with away form, and then they go and win 2-1. And I saw the goals. I mean, fair play to them. I mean, the limbs are absolutely amazing. If you're a Bolton fan, they're top class. But I heard a lot of booing after that game, and I think, was he the right choice? I don't know who you had before him. Do you know
We
who
had
was the
Michael
manager?
Duff. We had Michael Duff, didn't we?
Yeah, I mean, you may have needed someone who's got the League One or Championship experience as a manager, but I don't get what your owner's done. I mean, I don't know the guy, but yeah, I just think it's a stupid yet silly appointment yet again. I mean, I think our club's got a lot in common having silly
Yeah.
appointments, but a bit like when we had Graham Jones, I never heard of him and did nothing for us, and he got sacked within 9 games. So
Yeah,
I think it's silly.
it's not looking good. I just don't know where we go from here. But yeah, obviously, it's not good. Big up, Cena. Thank you very much. Yeah,
You
I did.
seen that?
I was gonna do a video about what Nagel said to me. To be honest with you,
Did
thought it was quite.
you see the last message? Watch Lee Grant play Alfie May as goalkeeper against Wickham.
But yeah. I mean, he's played him in every other position, hasn't he? So why not put him in goal? Unbelievable. This manager hasn't got a clue. Playing players out of position and saying Alfie May is not a striker. Apparently, sorry. I mean, everybody knows it's obvious he's a striker, but yeah, this manager thinks he's right, but he's not a number 10. He's a striker, and yeah, I have no faith or confidence in this manager whatsoever. And we're waiting another season yet again with another rookie of a manager and another bad decision from the club. So I'm just sick and tired of it, to be honest. This is what's happened for the past 3 years, hasn't it, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Duff, who, by the way, in charge of Wickham, we all know how that's going to go. Yeah, I mean, we're going to get into it now, but I'm going to move on from this kind of thing because, like I say, you guys know my thoughts on this club right now, and we're all pretty much fuming at the moment with everything. Both our clubs as well, to be fair. Obviously, Luton have a little bit of hope at least because their owner actually changed their manager when it doesn't go right, and he does it quickly to be able to turn around the season. Because look, I think now, if you sack a manager now, which is what you've done the past week,
Yeah.
it gives them enough time to turn the season
Reshuffle.
around, in my opinion. But if you keep
I'll say this. He got the Rob Edwards situation wrong.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I agree there. I think he
And may I add, he has also gone and bought another Bentley instead of put into the club. So that's not,
But he's acted quickly in this in terms
yeah,
of
finally, because we've had enough. I
yeah.
think a lot because we were what's it called? Part of our club is actually fan based because we obviously went into financial administration back in
Mm.
'08 when I was literally a little kid, like a baby. And then we bought the share, and then he came in and saved us. But now I think it's reversing back to when we were being in the administration, because he's buying silly things, and I think our focus now, instead of playing football, is the stadium. So
Yeah, and
yeah,
that's the problem with our own as well. Though he's looking because he's got control. Because we've got control of the football. He's got full control of the stadium now because it was owned. There were loads of people owning the stadium before that in shares kind of situation. But now we've got full control. He's talking about building a hotel, doing this, doing that. That's all well and good. The football's a mess. The decision we still haven't got somebody in the club that can make the football decisions. And this is what's happening. We've got nobody in the club we haven't got a director of football. Nobody's running the club correctly on the day to day. Edwards is out of his depth. I don't know what he does. So I don't know. We haven't got anybody making the football decisions. And when you don't have anybody making the football decisions, you get utter chaos. And
yeah,
and an owner who thinks he knows what he's doing, but clearly doesn't, and he won't accept any criticism from anybody. So yes, we are becoming a joke. We are a joke, and we've been a joke since this owner stepped through the door. Let's be honest. Bringing Mowbray, Blue Terry says, yeah. I mean, somebody with experience. We need get back to basics. Play players in their positions. Play a formation that suits this group. Don't play. You know what I mean? And just we need experience. That's it. When Bolton's second went in, that stadium was very tough. Yeah, as soon as that goal went in. But we could all see it in, couldn't we, though? I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on in a minute. But we could all see what was going to happen. We scored early on. We sat back for 85 plus minutes because this manager doesn't have a clue what he's doing. We ended up conceding one. Then we knew another goal was going to follow straight after that. And yeah, it did. It just turned completely toxic, booing. And the fans have had enough already. I've only been 2 months in the season. It's not good enough. Whether fans who sang leave last Thursday gone, I don't know, all gone quiet, haven't they? I mean,
on holiday.
thing is, 90% of this fan base wants his manager out. You know what the other 10%? You know why the only other 10% want him still to stay? Because we don't want to sack another manager. There's no other reason why we should keep this manager other than we don't want to sack another manager. We can't keep sacking managers. Well, we can, because the reality is, and even if we do get rid of this manager, yeah, I don't trust them to bring in a good replacement until he gets somebody in the club that can make these football decisions. It's as simple as that. So anyway, we could go on about this forever, but it is sorry state of affairs really at our club at the moment, and Luton may have a little bit of hope. We'll see how they go on in the next few weeks, but we are here to make our predictions for the fixtures this weekend, of course. So let's get going. So we have got the first game coming up on Thursday night, which obviously tomorrow night, yeah. The Devon Derby, Exeter taking on Plymouth. This is going to be an interesting one. Obviously, both teams sitting just above the relegation places in 20th and 21st. Yeah, obviously both sides out of form. Obviously one winning 5 league games, but I think form goes out the window in a derby game, to be fair. I think
It does.
on the night. But let me know your score predictions down below, guys. Let me know your score in the chat, by the way, guys, as well. Get involved. Obviously, I know Eggs are the home side, but for me, I just think Plymouth will have the edge in this one, in my opinion. I think they've got a striker who knows where the back of the net is. In obviously the Port Vale striker they signed, Tolaj, very, very good since he's come in. I don't really see Exeter have really got that goal scorer that can score goals regularly, really. So for me, I think I'm going to go for a away victory. I'm going to go for a 2-0 victory for Plymouth. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this? game?
I'm looking at what people say. Aiden said 3-1 Exeter.
Below me, yeah. You think Exeter are going to score 3 goals? They struggled to score 1, let alone 3. But yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I don't know really. I mean, Laurent Talage, who obviously joined from fellow League One side Port Vale. I mean, he's been on a great run of form. I think he's scored about 3 in the last 4 games. So that will give him confidence again, obviously, to go and try and score against their rivals, really. And I don't think, looking at form right now, I mean, Plymouth have obviously had about they've had 7 points in the last possible 15, and then Exeter's only had 4. So I mean, I think Plymouth obviously had a terrible start to the season,
Yeah.
and now they're starting to get on form. I mean, so is Burton, who we're obviously going to talk about in a bit. But I do think it'll be I don't know. I want to say that Plymouth will win. I reckon a 3-2 win to Plymouth.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I think it's going to be a really good game. I know both teams are at the bottom, but I think it's going to be a good game because of the derby kind of feel to it. So yeah, I'm certainly going to be watching this game tomorrow night and seeing what happens. And it's going to see what both sides have got to offer. But yeah, obviously. Let's move on to the next game. And we will go. What we usually do is obviously on the Saturday games we go to our clubs first, and then we'll go back in order with the other fixtures. So we will start with Luton's game, obviously against Northampton. I mean, Alfie, I'll let you go first. Talk to me about this game. What do you think? How are you feeling? What do you think going to this one?
We're gonna lose.
No positivity in this
No,
one.
I'm
Got a new
just being honest.
manager.
I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at Northampton, I'm actually now looking at their form. I mean, if you were to say that Northampton would be somewhat up there this season compared to when they were a couple of seasons ago, struggling. I mean, looking at Stockport, who've got after them, I'm scared to go to Stockport. I think it will take time, obviously, to glue things together.
Yeah.
I mean, we only sit 1 point behind Northampton in the table. Obviously, it's away from home as well, and we're a game behind. I think it'll either be a boring 0-0, or I don't know. I mean, Aiden and George are saying 2-2 or 2-0. I want to say a win, but I just want to be optimistic. I want to be optimistic, but I want to be truthful. I'm not going to say we're going to win it when obviously I haven't glued anything together. I don't know. I really don't know. Gut's telling me a draw, like a 1-1, but my heart and my love for Luton is telling me 2-1. So
Yeah.
I'll say a 2-1.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, for me, I think, I mean, this Northampton side are very inconsistent as well. You know, I think it's clear to see, obviously, they had that uplifting form, which you've seen, obviously, being 11th place,
Absolutely.
being at the bottom at the start. If you remember at the start of the season, they were really struggling, but they picked up and then they've kind of gone back down again in terms of form. They've slowed up in the last couple of games. I think for me, Luton, obviously, so looking to get their first win under Jack Wilshere in his second match. I don't know, I've got a funny feeling this is the day he will do just that, to be honest with you. Hopefully I haven't jinxed you guys, but that's what I'm feeling. Obviously, you desperately need a win to kickstart your season again. I'm actually going to go for a Luton win here. I'm going to go for a 2-1 victory for Luton, and that's exactly the score I've got down here. So that's what I feel. And soon as it's going to be a 1-1. Yeah, draw. Going safe, yeah. And thank you everyone for getting involved as well with seeing your predictions. But we'll have to wait and see. But I think Luton will win the game. Just.
Hopefully.
But anyway, hopefully I haven't jinxed you guys now. But anyways, I mean, this game, I already said that I've not got much confidence going to the game. I couldn't be going to this game with any less confidence, to be honest with you. Wickham, obviously, under our former manager, Michael Duff. Aiden's already said it. We know what's coming, don't we? It's written in the stars for him to get a win against us. But and for me, I just don't see us winning another game under this manager.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at now, unfortunately. I've got zero confidence or faith in him to turn things around. I just don't think he's got it in him to be able to do it. Obviously, I think some fans thinking if he loses this one, then he's gone. But I'm not so sure with this owner because he probably will keep him until Christmas and then realise, and then it's too late by then anyway. So that's what he usually does. But yeah, we're in big trouble, make no mistake about that. Both sides aren't in the best of form, I get that, obviously, but I couldn't care less really where Wickham are either, by the way, as well. But care if they're 18, I don't care. Because it doesn't matter who we face, it doesn't make a difference when we've got a manager in our dugout that is completely out of his depth and doesn't have a clue what he's doing. So I don't really care who we're playing or where the team is that we're playing in this one. I don't in any of them, to be honest with you. I think for me, I'm gonna go. I don't think we're gonna win it. I'm gonna go for a 2-0 loss against Wickham. That's where I'm at now, Alfie. But I just don't have any confidence. But Alfie, what do you think about this game? I mean, am I being a bit thingy, or do you see Wickham getting the result here as well?
I would say if you're in a good situation that you'd win, because they had a PE teacher last time we spoke, but obviously they don't now. They've got your old manager. I mean, I want you to lose so you get League One out.
Yeah.
So I will go with a 1-0 win to Wickham.
Yeah.
Only because I want League One out as a neutral.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Fair enough. So yeah, we're both gone for losses. I don't blame you. Yeah, it's 2-0 as well. Lee Grant's last game. Yeah. Well, I don't know. Hopefully. Josh thinks we're going to win. Being optimistic here, but I can see another loss, to be honest. Yeah, so you want us to win, but you see that we're going to lose. So yeah, that makes sense. Since I'm at the point of hoping we lose, so he gets sacked at the moment. So I'm going to say 2-1 for Wickham. Yeah, I mean, I'm just at the point now where it's clearly not going to work whether we get wins or losses now. I think it's just over. Like most Americans, they do not like the truth, Mega says. Nago's been abusive to me on several occasions, saying I'm toxic for telling the truth. Yeah, he does it to everybody that criticises him, Mega, to be honest with you. He does it to everybody. Seen it time and time again. He does it to Nigel as well on Twitter, who is very outspoken and says it how it is. So, yeah, he doesn't like the truth, and we're just noise to him, unfortunately, because remember when we were calling for managers' heads before, we were just noise. And that's how he treats. We've turned into this corporate football club now. We used to be a club that was for the working class. That under Dean Hoyle, you always kept ticket prices respectable. He always looked after the fans first and foremost before anything else. We've got an owner now who has upped the season card prices, which was inevitable eventually, but he's upped everything in the shop as well. It's all about hospitality, corporate stuff. Entertainment. I don't care about being entertained. I don't care about shiny new scoreboards. I don't care about any of that rubbish. I care about what's happening on the pitch. I don't care about the pathetic videos that we're getting on YouTube, on the social media platforms. I don't care about that. But this owner doesn't seem to get it at all. So yeah, no, he does it to everybody. So I can believe it. Wickham 3-1. Yes. Yeah. Fair enough. So yes, we're not confident going to this game, and that's it really. Got nothing. I'll do a preview about this game on Friday, but yeah. Next up, Bolton taking on Cardiff. I mean, Alfie, I'll let you go first. Listen, you take this one. What do you think about this game? Because this is going to be a really, really good match, isn't it? This one, I think.
Yeah, first versus seventh.
Yeah.
Obviously, and Cardiff away have been iffy. I mean, you could say they were iffy against even Burton when they lost, but I do think they've had their little bad patch, and Although Bolton have, they've finally got some wins compared to nearly all their draws. Yeah, they've had 5 wins, 5 draws. I think is that the highest this season for any club? I think it is for having the most draws. But I do think they've got another draw. I reckon it'd be a 2-2.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, a lot obviously Bolton kind of, very much hit and miss what you're going to get from them. Although I think
Yeah,
at home they're very strong. If you look at their results, the past few all seasons, the past couple of games especially, their last 2 home fixtures, they've won both of them. It's just a way that they're massively struggling at the moment, to be honest with you, as you can see from the results in recent times. But so Cardiff, obviously, at the top of the table now, won back-to-back games, look really strong in the whole. Obviously, they had that shock defeat to Burton a few weeks back, which I think everybody was shocked by. But they seem to be, you kind of expect them to be up there, to be fair, don't you? And they are up there. So, yeah, they're going to be up there fighting for automatic, to be honest with you. I think it's really a tough one to predict for me, but I'm actually going to go for an away win. I think Cardiff will win this game despite Bolton's home form. I think Cardiff, I just think Cardiff will win this one with 2-1. So yeah.
wow.
4-1. But
Bloody
I mean,
hell.
they do like to score at home, Bolton as well. They don't just win, but they like to score a lot at home as well, in recent memory. 2-1 for Bolton, Stuna says, and 1-1, says Mega as well. Yeah, big up to you all getting involved. Appreciate it. We'll see what happens with this one, as we will with all these fixtures. But that is obviously Saturday lunchtime. The second Saturday lunchtime game, of course, it is Mansfield taking on Wigan, who obviously 2 points separating these two sides. They both won their last game, but before that, we're really struggling for a win as well. So very much inconsistent, both of these. But I just think with Mansfield being the home side, I just think they will win this one, to be honest with you. Wigan's away form is atrocious, and they're even struggling at home, but I just think their away form is even worse. So I think Mansfield win this one by 2-0. But yeah, Alfie, what do you think about this game?
I think Mansfield will go and win this, if I'm honest. I
Yeah.
reckon, although they do struggle against Wigan on paper, I reckon 1-0 win for Mansfield.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that's fair. Meg says 2-0 to Mansfield as well. Yeah. And he says 0-0. Yeah. Fair enough. Big up. Thank you for those. Next up, we're flying through these now, of course, is AFC Wimbledon taking on Burton. 4th Wimbledon taking on 22nd. Burton, obviously, look, for me, look, the hosts are in such good form. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games, which has obviously seen them rise into the top 4. Look, I think I've been really, really impressed by Wimbledon this season, to be honest with you. I really have, really good structure under their manager, Johnny Jackson. And he's got them well drilled and organised. And basically, he's got the squad that he's got, and he's kind of playing to the strengths of what he's got. He's not saying he's got this philosophy, he wants to play this way, that's it, that's all he's going to do. No, he's obviously adapted to, as long as they get results, he don't care. That's what a good manager does. But look, they've been a big surprise package this year for me, Wimbledon. I predicted them to go down, which in my predictions, which I feel really silly for, but you know what? They've surprised me. I've been proven wrong, so fair play to them. They've held their own in this league after getting promotion. But look, obviously Burton are a team who can obviously pull out result out of the bag at times now and again, but far too inconsistent for me, which is why they are where they are. I expected them to be down there anyway this season. They do tend to be a team that fight relegation season in, season out in League One. Having said that, in terms of them pulling a result out of the bag like they did against Cardiff not so long ago, I just don't see them doing it here, unfortunately. I can't see anything other than a home win. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win for Wimbledon. I think it's going to be easy for them, to be honest. But Alfie, what do you think about this game? So it's going to be another good game. I think I actually like watching Wimbledon. They're a good side to watch, to be honest with you.
I reckon the Wombles will go and win this 2-0.
Yeah. So you think?
I reckon just the form's been immaculate. Really good.
Yeah, so impressed. And the thing is, they're well in the mix now for promotion again. Maybe it's too early, but they're still up there. So yeah, but they're doing well. So yeah. Charlie's coming with a late prediction for the Mansfield game 2-1 to Mansfield. 0-0, Mega says for this game. And Ian's gone for a 1-0 Burton win. I feel Burton will come up with another shock win. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, couldn't understand that. And Wimbledon 1-0, Charlie says as well. So yeah, big up to you all for getting involved. Let's get into the next game then. Let's see. Oh yes, this game. Barnsley taking on Rotherham, a South Yorkshire derby here. I'll let you take this one first. Alfie, what do you think about this game and who do you think is going to win?
I reckon Barnes will just go and win this easily. I reckon 2-1.
2-1 to Barnsley then for you. Yeah, I mean, but it's going to be an interesting game. Obviously, always feisty fans, these Yorkshire derbies. Of course, I think if you look at the form guide, though, to be fair, Barnsley are really struggling for wins at the moment and haven't won in the last couple of games. I know they're at home, but they've struggled recently. Rotherham actually the team that are actually in the best form going into this one. They've won back-to-back games. So they're coming into this one with a bit of confidence. I can see it being a lot of goals in this because both sides love to concede.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to back the away side again. I think Rotherham, momentum is everything in football. And the Millers have the momentum. And yes, a derby, form goes out the window. We've already said that earlier. But I just think they still have the momentum regardless. So I'm going to go for a 3-2 win for Rotherham. So a lot of goals, but yeah. Maybe I'm mad about saying that, but I don't know. Barnsley 3-1, Mega says, and Aiden says 2-0 to Barnsley. Fair enough. So yes, Barnsley win is a popular choice in this one. Next up, we have got Leyton Orient taking on Lincoln, obviously 15th. Leyton Orient taking on 6th. Lincoln. So Leyton Orient have been another side where they're very much up and down in results. Can win one week, then lose the next. There's no string of good results put together this far by them. It has been a massive struggle. Won one game in 5. Lincoln, still on the back of a 1-0 win against Stevenage at home. A really good side in this league, to be fair. Lincoln always up there in and around the top 6. Slipped against Exeter a couple of weeks ago, but more or less they're fairly consistent. Might get another draw in there or a win, but they're fairly consistent. They very rarely, make it easy. Even if they lose, they don't make it easy for the team they're playing against. For me, I'm backing the away side a lot in these games, but I'm going to go for another away win for Lincoln. I think it's going to be 2-0 to them. What do you think about this game then, Leyton Orient? Can they get a win here, or do you think Lincoln are going to get this one?
I reckon it's 6th versus 15th, and Orient's form's been appalling in their last 5 compared to Lincoln, who've only lost 1. I reckon Lincoln will just brush by them 3-1, if I'm honest.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we're on the same page there. So let's have a look. Yeah, I didn't actually see the goal actually on Saturday. To be fair, I didn't actually watch any of the goals back. But yeah, I did hear that Barnsley scored a great goal on Saturday. 1-1 chances for Barnsley game. Fair enough. Big up. Lincoln 3-2. Aaron says, interesting. A goal fest. 2-1 to Lincoln, Mega says as well. So Lincoln win is a popular choice. 4-1 Lincoln. Charlie says, big up to you all getting involved. Appreciate you all. But next up, we have got Peterborough, who are in 23rd, taking on Blackpool, who are 24th. Yeah, obviously the bottom two sides go head to head. Both sides struggling massively, obviously terrible form, massively struggling. So 1 point separates the two sides. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think for me, I can't separate the two sides. I think they're both poor sides. And obviously, Blackpool have actually appointed Ian Evatt as their manager again, though, of course. So will that give them a little bit of an edge here? Will it seem to have a reaction? You know what I mean? Because Ian Evatt is a popular figure around Blackpool. And so just realised that. So I'm not going to stick with what I said. I think it's going to be a draw. I can't split these two sides. I'm going to go for a 1-1. What about you? What do you think about it?
I reckon Peterborough will win this 1-0, generally.
Yeah. So no new manager bounce in this one for you. But yeah, fair enough. Ace is 0-0 and Meg says 1-1. So yeah, a couple of the draw is the popular result there. To be honest, I was going to go for a Blackpool win then, but then I thought no. I think if they're going to start winning, they're going to start winning at home first under Ian Evatt first, and then they'll maybe start getting a win away from home as well if it's going to work out for him with Ian Evatt there. Up next, we have got Reading taking on Doncaster 16th, play 12th. I mean, Alfie, I'll let you take this one. What do you think about this game and the score?
I think there's only one real winner here. I think Doncaster will go and win this, even though they've had terrible form. This is the type of game they'll bounce back from.
Yeah.
I reckon 2-1 to Doncaster Rovers.
I don't know. Obviously, Reading managed to pick up a 1-0 win at home midweek in their game in hand match against Northampton, which may give them a little bit of a boost going into this one, as the form before was very poor without a win for a while. Obviously, yeah, Doncaster have massively fell off after their brilliant start to the season. They've struggled to keep pace with that. Dropped to 12th. They've struggled to buy wins recently as well, and that, for me, again, I just don't really see them starting it here. Their last league victory came on the 6th of September as well, so it's been ages. It is a tricky game to predict this one, but I just think Reading, after the win midweek, I think they'll just about edge this one. 1-0 Reading. I don't think it's going to be high scoring, but I think Reading will just about win it again. So yes, that's my score prediction there. We missed the prediction here, so thanks Charlie. 2-1 to Blackpool. Yeah, new manager bounce. I understand you're thinking there. I was going to do that, but I put a draw down on my notes. I thought, I'm sticking with it. 1-0 Reading, yeah. 1-1. Aiden says 1-1. Charles says, yeah. So a draw is a good draw is a popular result. Yes, we'll have to see what happens. The next up then, we have got the penultimate game of the fixtures this match day. Stevenage taking on Bradford, second versus third. Yeah, obviously Stevenage have obviously in very good form at the moment still. 3 wins out of their last 4 league games, sitting just behind Cardiff by a single point. They do have a game in hand on them as well. Obviously, they're still keeping pace at the top at the moment. Massively, so I've been surprised by Stevenage, to be honest with you. and expect them to be up there. And their home form has been unbelievable. They're still unbeaten at home, 5 wins out of 5. And yeah, you've got to give them credit for that, absolutely. Bradford sit on the same points as Stevenage. They have drawn their last 2 games, so they've dropped a few points recently. They like a draw on the road, Bradford, having looked at the results. They've won 2 out of 6 as well. So I know for me, I can't see anything other than a home win again. I just think that Stevenage look unstoppable at home. And because I don't like Bradford, I want Stevenage to win as well. So I'm going to edge Stevenage 3-1. 3-1 Stevenage for this game. I mean, Alfie, what do you think this is going to be on Saturday?
I want Stevenage to lose.
Yeah, for obvious reasons, yeah.
Yeah, for obvious reasons. I'm going to go with what Mega said, 2-1. Finally, the chickens peck the borough.
I can't. They've gone too far. Their fans think they're big all of a sudden now because they're starting to see how often they coming back down to earth. Can't remember if I did that one, but if I didn't, then fair enough. 1-1, I think I did. Stevenage 3-0. Nice head, and it's about time little chickens get battered. Yeah, I mean it'd be nice, wouldn't it? I mean just to bring them down a peg or 2. 2-1.
Was that a little pun?
What? No, it wasn't.
Get the little pegs down the peg.
Yeah, oh my word! I'm just a natural. I didn't even mean to do it like that.
Natural.
2-1 Bradford, yeah, and 4-2 Stevenage. Come on, Stevenage. Yeah, we want a Stevenage win, of course.
Boo.
We did that thing going well down over Luton fan of course, but yes, we don't like Bradford around these ways.
We don't like Stevenage around these guys either.
Now we have got some Monday night football.
Yay!
League One, Port Vale 19th, taking on Stockport in 5th. We love a bit of League One Monday night football, of course. And this game is going to be interesting. Obviously, the host form of seeing them really struggle for a win in the last couple of games. I think it is expected for them to maybe have a few rough spells throughout the season, to be honest with you. And it's just if they can get through it and start getting wins again, as long as they keep doing that and it keeps, going a few wins and then maybe a few losses, keep going like that, they'll be all right in the end. But it's just if they continue to keep getting bad results, obviously they're going to keep going down the table. And it's very tight down at the bottom as well. So if you can put a few wins together as well, you can get off that table. But if you don't get those wins, you could find yourself in the relegation zone very soon. So, well, this is going to be a tough test for them against Stockport, in my opinion. I look at Stockport, very, very good form, won 3 out of their last 5. Seem to have turned the corner as well, haven't they? Really, after a slow start to the season. But for me, I'm going for another away win. I just think Stockport will win this game. 3-1. What do you think about this one? Do you think Port Vale have got any chance of getting a result, or do you think Stockport will take the 3 points here?
I reckon Stockport just breeze it.
Yeah.
I reckon a 4-1.
Yeah. I mean, poor Port Vale, but it is going to be a tough one, this one. So maybe this isn't the time they start getting another win. But yeah, I don't think it'll be this time. Let's see what happens. It says 2-1 to Stockport, so you think it's going to be tighter than Saturday? It's going to be a tight game. Fair. I mean, to be fair, Port Vale have, if you look at I know even when they were struggling for wins earlier on in the season, the start of the season, they were only losing by the odd goal. But yeah, they seem to have got a little bit worse now in defensively. But yeah, so fair enough. Stockport just about edge it. 1-0 Stockport. So again, another goal. Justin in Mega thinks, yeah, tight game. And 3-1 to Stockport, Chai thinks, yeah. So yeah. So there we have it, really. That is our predictions done and dusted for another week at least. And, we'll see how many we actually get right, of course. How many we get wrong. But yeah, appreciate you guys in the comments for getting involved throughout the show today as well. I really enjoyed coming back live and doing this. And yeah, so big up to you all for getting involved and for being here, for watching. Appreciate it. But Alfie, great to be back. Obviously, collaborating with you as well. Obviously, we know where you can find you. To find you there, but have you got any things that you've planned, before the weekend in terms of content-wise? Have you got anything planned for on your channel or on your Instagram, wherever? Give yourself a shout out.
I mean, I'm gonna start a managed career mode, similar to what you did last year, actually.
Nice.
I'm gonna start a career mode, and then I think content will be slow from the 26th till the 3rd because I'm on holiday. So
Yeah.
not a lot will be going on until maybe when's our next game? I think our next game, I check after Northampton. Let's have a little look. I'm just
Will be
gonna
next
quickly
Saturday.
check the matches. Our next game after Northampton will be Forest Green, and then it will be Stockport. So I might start doing stuff for Forest Green. Obviously, it's a Halloween game, and it actually is on TV because it's a Refo derby. So I'll be doing a few career mode streams and videos. About our new manager and stuff, and that's about really it.
Yeah, fair enough. That's all right. Yeah, so go and make sure you go and follow, subscribe to Alfie, of course. Make sure you go and do that for me. But yeah, thank you very much for that. Obviously, for me, content. I'm going to be doing a pre-record. I'm going to do just a little pre-recorded video for the match preview for our game this weekend. To be honest with you, I'm just going to do a little video. I don't really. I'm at a point now already where I don't like coming on and doing lives and stuff but doing an hour live show, saying the same thing. There's just no hope at this football club at the moment, and I'm just going to do a little video. Just to do it, you know what I mean? There's no point extending it anymore until we start getting some more optimism and we actually start to see a change within the club, to be honest with you. But that's what I'm going to do. Well, thank you very much. Obviously, to Alfie joining me this afternoon, and to you guys out there tuning in as well. Big up to you all. I really do appreciate all your engagement in the video as well. And obviously, if you're watching this on playback, get your predictions in down below in the comment section and drop a like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Really appreciate both our channels. Subscribe to both our channels. That is it. So yeah, have a good rest of your day, whatever you're up to. And of course, we will see you all very, very soon. Just trying to. How do I end this now? Sorry, I don't know. I can't remember how to end it. How do you use it? There's usually an end button at the top, but there isn't one here. I don't know. There's usually an end stream. Well, I can't see it. We're stuck, guys. Oh no, I've seen it. Right, guys. Have a good rest of the day. We're out with you. Take care. Thanks for your support.
See you guys.
And we'll see you guys.